Either you give all the voters in a constituency the chance to select the Labour or the Conservative candidate, and indeed the Conservatives tried this on a few occasions, or they hold a meeting to which members of the public, any member of the public who is a voter, can go along and help choose. And indeed, I took part.
Old-fashioned hustings.
Old-fashioned hustings. And I took part in the Conservative selection in Battersea, I remember, about 12 years ago, when I was there for Newsnight and as a local voter. And, man, it was a boring evening, I have to say, because it was very, very difficult to tell the candidates apart. And it didn't really work, because nearly everybody there was clearly a Conservative activist. But in theory, if you were to involve voters in the choice of candidates through one of these two mechanisms, like akin to what they do in America, then it would give more scrutiny. The problem is the cost. I mean, the Conservatives at one point were committed to legislating for state funding for something like this. Well, that was one of the first casualties of George Osborne's austerity. And frankly, it's not surprising, really, that that was cut. I'm not sure, really. Right now, or indeed for many decades, the state coffers are going to be able to extend to funding.
But this is not
elections.
big money compared to many other things.
No, you're probably talking about 50, depends how you do it, whether you prepaid envelopes or whatever, but 50,000 probably per primary election. But, I mean, they chose Sarah Wollaston, remember the former Conservative MP down in Totnes, and indeed I covered that. And they sent out postal ballots to all the voters. She won. And then she became a great dissident on the Conservative benches. And David Cameron was heard to say, never are we going to hold a primary election ever again.
But final thought, do these open primaries work in America?
Well, I think they do. I think, and it basically gives people a proper choice, because in a lot of states in America, they're either one way or the other, solid Republicans, solid Democrats. So if you get a choice in a Democrat, if Republicans can take part in a Democrat primary, and the rules vary from place to place, and you have to sort of be a registered supporter of that party, but it does mean there is more choice going on, and it's not left to party fixers all the time to choose candidates. But hey, a hell of a lot of fixing goes on in American politics, probably more than here, and an extraordinary amount goes on in the selection process in British politics as well.